thin girl with long black hair. She usually wears a big bun on top of her head. And in our back offices, which we call the dog house, it used to be a dog store called Dog House, she was in there working behind it at her computer, and there's a big plate glass window. So it's like 1 in the morning, we close on a Friday or Saturday night. She's behind the plate glass window, she's sitting and she's typing and she's doing her work, and then everything, you see her big bun on her head, and it's not a tinted window, so we see her there working. And I'm standing out in the back with 2 of the servers, who are opening servers, for opening crew, who were out working there by the big walk-in in the back. And we're talking, and Lauren's in our peripheral. And then actual Lauren walks up behind us with the cash drawer, and she's like, hey, are we ready to close out? And we all just flip around, and there's no one there in that window. And that's happened a few times where we saw what we believed to be Lauren, and it's not her. And the other time, one of the other times that I remember this, there was a cook that worked there. Yes, I hear you. There was a cook, thank you for validating that. There was a cook who worked here who had some beef with Lauren. She was prickly, so she had some beef with people. She had some beef with Lauren. Thank you. Right here. And this cook was up on a ladder in our dry storage area putting things away. And Lauren walked by. Her hair was really long and down in front of her face, and she kind of shuffled in and didn't say hi to him. And he said, Lauren, hey, we can be mature enough to say hello to each other. And she just shuffled by and went into the bathroom. And he yelled after her, like, Lauren, like, hello, and she didn't respond. And he went later into the bathroom, and there was no one there. And Lauren wasn't at work that day. So it's the second time we saw a doppelganger. I actually reached out to someone I worked on the show with because I happen to randomly know some paranormal experts, and his belief was that this was some sort of a portal situation, a multi-dimensional portal, that physics shows that there's 7 multi-universes happening at the same time, and we're getting a little glimpse into something, to a little slightly different version. I think that's what it was. I don't know what it was. It was a really wild experience. We have a lot of action right here.
Up there?
Yeah. And so that was a weird one. The other one is probably the most bizarre, and it's one that I don't talk about a lot. Thank you. But I will share with you because it was really jarring. It's the only time where I felt like I've never felt a negative, dangerous energy from any of this. It's just interesting. It's just shit that happens and we deal with it. But there was one time where it went a little bit too far and felt like it crossed the line. And that was within the first month of us opening. It was again midnight, 1 in the morning. We were closing out. My husband was counting the drawer right behind the bar here. And he was counting it out, and there was servers were sleeping, lights were half off. We were getting ready to close out for the night. And all of a sudden, his face changed. And all I can explain that by is just the shadows changed, and his body kind of shifted. His stomach kind of stuck out, and his one shoulder dropped down. And his arms started moving like this. And he sang loudly, "Ain't no sunshine when she's gone," like loud. And we all just turned around. And for anyone who knows my husband, he's more likely to say like Wu-Tang than Bill Withers. This was really like, I don't think he even knows that song. And he just snapped to and kept counting and had zero recollection that happened. And what's wild is I brought this up to him a number of times, and he can't hang on to the memory of this happening. He's been told about this a number of times, and I've said, I remember that time where like you started singing Bill Withers and you pulled it with the full, and he's like, what are you talking about? You can't hang on to that memory. It's like a little split second that's just gone. And it felt invasive. That's the only time we had a really creepy experience with it. Any questions to any of the staff about stuff that's happened? Okay. So Vic, if you want to fire up some devices, they're already kind of active, which is exciting. Usually they don't kind of get
I feel like they're bouncing around or
I feel like they're ready on. So yeah, this is cool. I think you're going to get some good stuff.
So I'm looking for a volunteer to... So this is an Ovilus device, if you watch Ghost Adventures and all those shows. There's not a demon in every corner. Zach Bagans. So this has a built-in dictionary. So what I'm going to have you do is whatever words it says, just shout it out so everyone else can hear because it's very quiet. But the spirits do know how to use this device. And then Vic is still going to run his thing, and it's kind of loud. So just try and talk over it.
Depends on what they want to do.
Does it show up on the screen? You're not always going to be able to make
out.
out.
It says it, and then it shows up on the screen. So
When
my eyes aren't that good, so I'm like... I need my glasses, but.
When the pearl's going, you can't always make out what they're saying,
And then
you
just
can
leave
hear
it
talking.
still.
It's when we listen to it back and scrutinize the answer, and that's why you put the chirons on the screen so you can read what they're saying. So you won't always sometimes it's extraordinarily clear. The last one we did was just gunshot after gunshot after gunshot sounds. It was really creepy. I don't know what that was. That was the first time we had that happen. But you won't always be able to make out the words. You'll hear things happening and you'll see things circulate. And if you have the Ghost Radar app and you have it running, if you start getting words, feel free to shout them out if you want to tell us if you're getting anything specific.
Nick
Hello?
loves to be loud, by the way.
They're loud. I'm not loud. Hello? Who's here with us? Can you come talk to us? We know you're here. It's not a big news flash. You hear me?
Slain. Bed.
Alright, we are recording. You guys want to come through and speak? We'd like to talk to you. A lot of people here tonight wanting to see whether you exist or not. You know we don't mean you any harm whatsoever.
Leather.
Leather, bed, and slain.
What? Slain.
Well, that's interesting.
I told you they don't really love me
That's
sometimes.
interesting.
Hello.
Hi, Victor. Did you hear that?
Yep, I
Hi,
heard.
Victor. You just said.
Hi. Do you have to do that? Can you just speak? Please? We just want to talk to you. How many of you are here? We've already seen you touch some of the devices that are around here. Thank you for doing that. I can hear you trying to come through.
Very faint. No, it's not.
Lust.
Wow.
Hello? Do you have anything to say? No? How come?
Crash.
Oh, don't even say that.
Edison.
Edison would be the lights, so pay attention to all the chandeliers and see if you see any of the lights flicker. Can you flicker any of the lights for us, please? You did it last time we were here.
Hello? You don't really have to do that, do you?
Are you alerting people that there's a fire?
Where's the beep beep guy? Is the beep beep guy here? You guys playing hard to get or what?
Vic, why don't you use your famous phrase that you say all the time?
Yeah, where are my girls?
It only does that in this building.
It never did. Last time was the first time.
He did it in Albano too.
Well, that was really, but it's done it something.
Hello?
Where's Vic's ladies at?
Asleep?
All the ladies are sleeping.
Still, it's early yet.
anyone light up any of the balls that are on the bar? Can you touch anything?
Where you guys at?
Baby.
I think he said in the light.
That was a creepy voice.
That was